good.
God, Ben,
Max.
I love you, leopard. Oh my
I
God.
love
Oh, cheetah.
Do
Yes.
you let your leopard kiss you on the mouth?
Oh my God. Yes,
Max, the things we do for this podcast.
Yeah, if you're listening to audio, Ben and I have purchased matching cheetah print shirts so that we can channel Ava and Chanel, even though they are no longer with us.
That's right.
We wanted to match for the pod.
We were gonna wear this for an exit interview, but it doesn't look like that's happening.
It does not look like they will be joining us. We have reached out. Maybe they will get back to us. We don't know.
If you're a contestant watching
listening,
this,
we are willing to talk. We want to talk. The ball is in their court.
We want to talk about the dogs.
About the dogs. So
Let's
anyway,
talk about
if you want
the
to check us out on video, even for a little bit, even if you're just listening, we are wearing cheetah print shirts and we look fly as hell.
Cool $20 on Amazon.
Yep. I'm wearing a cute little captain's hat too, just because I feel like they would wear a little.
Just because you have to go above and beyond with everything.
Yeah, I am extra. I certainly am extra. I won't lie. And you know, Ben, I don't believe that coincidence exists, and I know that we are here for a reason.
Oh, without a doubt. Yeah.
Without a doubt.
We were here to wear these shirts.
We are here. We are meant to wear these shirts. We are meant to do this podcast, just like Isabella and Nick and their alliance.
That's right. A match made in heaven.
Yeah. So should we get in? Would you? This episode. I mean, sparks were flying,
and it ends on a cliffhanger.
On a cliffhanger. Oh my God, my tongue is blue. I drink a purple Gatorade. So if anybody's wondering why my tongue is blue,
stick that bad boy. Oh,
I had a grape Gatorade.
Nice. You gotta get those electrolytes.
Yeah, I was like, I'm feeling a little dehydrated. The only ones at the store were grape today at the bodega. So I was like,
you wore that shirt and that hat to the bodega, right?
Oh, you know it. I'm extra. I had to show it up in style. Come on. All right. I just saw it and you
look like a party boat captain.
I am a party boat captain in some ways.
Oh man. Well, let's I was wondering when that one was going to come up this episode.
I'm pouring tequila sunrises for everyone. But for James, just anything with cranberry. Anything with cranberry,
and he's good.
Because he must have a perpetual UTI. He's like, I need cranberry. James, only because you're roasting everybody. We got to roast James a little bit. He's new to the cast. Got to roast him a little bit.
I like James a lot.
Well, I like everyone, but everybody gets roasted. He throws out the roast. We're going to talk about his UTI a little bit, okay? All right.
Let's get into this. We start with the Breakfast Club? Is that what we're starting with?
Yeah, all they did was they had the morning after. Like how Roxana says that it was a crazy night last night. They all went for blood except for me, Ashley, and Nick. I think she forgot about Daniel, who also didn't do anything. She's like I was really offended how Daniel totally complimented me. He didn't keep it real. Yeah. Did you notice that Matt's magnets read Daddy Nick X Matt equals love?
Ooh.
He's really
How romantic.
Gonna have to see how things work out for him after the show ends.
I know. Maybe we'll get like a Chloe and Mitchell type update afterwards.
Yeah, I ship. I'm excited to read some fan fiction. Is there Circle fan fiction?
We should start it if there's.
What's that fan fiction website that people have? That big fan fiction website? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think I do, but I can't.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan fiction guy, admittedly.
Yeah.
I'm just a party boat captain with a blue tongue. That's just all I am.
You're a simple man, Max.
Yeah. So what happened next? I don't know.
Yeah, they had that Breakfast Club thing. I guess the club is that I don't know if you know this, Max, but there's also a movie called Breakfast Club.
What?
I know, isn't that crazy?
Get out of town.
And then they did this cute little thing with They called their chat a breakfast club.
What?
Isn't that cute?
Daniel didn't know that bacon was supposed to sizzle. I mean, it was thrilling stuff. What are you talking about?
Can you make bacon, Max?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can too.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say.
Somebody should have told him you can just make it in the microwave. It would have been a
Yeah.
lot easier for him. Just put it between 2 paper towels and you throw it in
Yeah.
there. Pretty easy stuff.
He had a chunky.
It's also pretty
flat
easy
jack.
just to
Yeah.
throw it on the. You just let it sizzle.
Look, I will say I
sizzle.
could watch a whole half hour of Daniel just making breakfast. Like that could be his own cooking show.
I couldn't. I couldn't.
You couldn't.
No. Bacon's supposed to sizzle. No. I love Daniel, but I need more than that.
Oh, he's not.
I
giving
need
you enough,
more.
huh?
I need him to make lunch too.
Next, do we have anything else to say about breakfast?
No. All right, let's get to this Jackson and Calvin chat. Because when Calvin just, of course, stormed in on her yoga session,
Stormed in.
she said,
I've lost all of my inner effing peace.
just ruined that yoga session.
Completely ruined it.
Broke it in half. And Calvin says, she's not getting it. He said he is because he thinks he's talking to Jackson. Well, he doesn't really believe it's Jackson, but he says he's
Yeah.
not getting a good morning from me.
How many people do believe it's Jackson?
No one.
I don't think anyone does, but it doesn't matter to people like Matthew and Sophia because
No, because
she's
he's a
a
number.
close ally. Yeah.
Jackson is not playing a good game. Rachel is being a fancy McFencer fence face.
She is being pretty vague, but I also like that she didn't give Calvin anything in this conversation.
Well, yeah, she did not need to because
rightfully
why
so.
would you give anything to Calvin who's not on your side, who's openly against
And
you?
it's not like he's giving her any signs that they could come closer together. It's
No, I think this is
clearly his
definitely-
intents were to take that information and run with it.
This is the most
Yeah.
evasive chat I've ever seen on the circle.
Yeah, it really is.
Calvin's like, tell me who you think is hot.
He's like an
Please. I need to know. This guy will
who
give
is
me
hot and who is
anything.
not. He's interrogating. Yeah. He needs to get Nick in there for good cop, and then he'll be bad cop.
Yeah. Yeah, we need a good cop, bad cop. Yeah, I definitely think it's fair to say, but like in other chats, like please, Rachel, like you need to be, if you're gonna be a catfish, like you need to try to play like a real person.
Yeah, and in this instance, I didn't mind it, but there's other instances where I do feel like it could work more to her
It's
benefit
too late.
if she took more of a stance.
I mean, like the next time that like someone not in her alliance is in power and the person wants to be a catfish hunter, Jackson is not gonna be in a good place.
yeah,
But the band is looking powerful.
the band's looking good.
The band is
looking
going
good.
on tour, baby.
Yep. So yeah, I don't think this conversation does. Yeah, I don't think this conversation did anything for either of them, really.
No, not at all.
So shall we move on to Kay and Nick's chat? Which
No,
was
let's
fun?
spend more time on this conversation.
spend
It
more
was
time.
monumental. And it played a really big part at the end of the episode. A huge part in the ratings. So we get to Kay and Nick chat, and we're reminded of CCCF, which I think is chili,
Chili
corn,
cook-off.
colossal. No, it's compliments, comedy, commonality, and fantasy.
Ooh.
Ooh. But it seemed that while she was going for the CCCF, he was CCCFing her. Whoa,
That sounded weird.
Oh,
He was
He was-
CCCF.
he was what?
Ooh. Ooh.
Hashtag my lord. Winky winky.
It never gets old.
No,
Ever.
at least to us.
Yeah, so Kay starts with the compliment. She sends him a big Nick energy hashtag, says congrats on the win. Nick gives a big thank you.
Oh, she's
We both really turned up the
complimenting me. Oh, so I'm gonna compliment her back. And she's like, Oh, I like being complimented.
I loved too that like Kay is always just like so much thinking about the game, and she's such a good like strategist that like immediately Kay is like, okay, I'm actually getting some warmth here from Nick. Maybe this could be an alliance simply because we have this
That's
relationship
what was
with
so
Calvin.
funny. He was doing the same thing that she was doing to him, but she didn't seem to realize it.
I know.
But then at the end, she did seem to still be mad at Nick. But in this,
for some
conversation-
reason, like I think in that later chats with like our new player James, she's still sort of throwing shade
but
at
the
Nick.
way this conversation was portrayed to us in the edit. It made it seem like he was able to do a CCF to her while she was trying to do it to him. Yeah, okay.
Don't forget comedy.
Sorry.
Max.
I am just trying so hard to phrase this in a way that does not sound inappropriate.
It's like he CCC after.
Yeah.
Hashtag my lord.
God, we are gonna beat this to
My
death.
dudes.
No, Nick is still not buying it in this conversation.
He's not buying it.
He's not.
He's the one
He
who's
thinks
CCFing more successfully.
He's kind of like pulling a K here, and once he's got his feet in the ground on something, he's sticking with it because he thinks she's a catfish, and he's sticking with that. He's not changing his tune on that. But like, who cares if she's a catfish? I don't know. Like, if she seems to be warming up to him, maybe that's a good thing. Like,
And
who
Kay's
cares?
like,
But-
yeah, good. I have an alliance.
But I
It's
think
so
Nick still
confusing.
thinks I think Nick still thinks of her as like his biggest competition, as I think a lot of people in the circle do right now.
Well, but she came in third.
I know. That's crazy.
What?
But everybody's talking about it. Everybody's
Yeah.
talking about it, and yet they still rated her like pretty high.
What?
It's strange. It's strange.
I know. I'm confused about that.
Yeah. I think it's
Well-
because everybody thinks that they're protected by Kay. That if Kay gets in the first two slots, that she's not going to take them out because Kay's made
Well,
an alliance with
that
a
is-
lot of people.
Dumb.
It's good strategy. It's good strategy.
Well, on Kay's part,
Yes. Hmm.
everyone else,
Yeah.
I don't really know about
Everybody's
it. I'm
afraid to
gonna
go after
button up
Kay
a
because
little
she's
bit.
so
No, it's hot in here.
she's so
I'm gonna-
connected.
I'm gonna unbutton. No, I'm gonna stay buttoned. I'm gonna keep buttoned.
Just take it off.
I'm gonna
Just
take it off.
You know that sailor's hat is meant to match with no shirt.
Everyone has seen my bare chest in one of our latest Instagram posts.
Yeah.
I'm plugging it.
You're plugging our Instagram post from yesterday.
Oh, I am at
Yeah,
Circle
that was
Alert, baby.
paying homage to Calvin.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I think we've all gotten CCF'd here, and should we
Hard.
move on
Yeah.
to the circle or where James enters the circle?
Yeah. Let's do it. I like James.
Yeah, he's a
a lot of
DJ
fun.
and a comedian,
They go hand in hand. They
and
go
he
hand
would
in
lie
hand.
to the Pope to win this game.
Yeah. That's
I mean, okay,
I mean, I would lie to the
as
Pope.
long as you're not Catholic, you shouldn't really have a problem lying to the Pope, right? Isn't it just if you're
Yeah,
Catholic
I
that's
mean,
a problem?
Yeah. And I mean, even if you are Catholic, like, what's the big deal?
Yeah,
win the
this is a
game,
chill Pope. This
you
current
can-
Pope
you
is
can-
very chill. I've
You
heard
can
this
always
Pope
ask
is
for
real
forgiveness
chill.
later, right? Like,
Yeah,
can
you
you
just
go in
go
the
into a
box
little
and
thing and you're like,
apologize.
yeah, I lied to the Pope, and they're
I
like,
lied.
just do a Hail Mary, and then you're good.
Yeah.
And this Pope is very chill. He's like the chillest Pope in years.
He says he's going to be the best friend and the uncle of the group. Is that what happens when you hit 30 years old, Max? You all of a sudden become the uncle? Is that what it
Yes,
is?
I am not only a party boat captain, I am an uncle.
You're Uncle Cap.
Yes, I have no nieces or nephews, but I'm
You also
Uncle Party
start
Boat
wearing
Captain.
things like this when you
Yeah.
get to 30. This is...
Oh, man. I like when he was picking out his photos, he showed us his crazy ass bay just to flex on us. Respect.
Yeah.
He was never going to use the crazy ass bay photo. He just wanted to show us.
Yeah, he just wanted to
He's like,
show
y'all
off.
got to see my
What did
crazy
he
ass
say?
bay.
He said she's a dime and I'm a what? I forget what he said.
I'm
but
a Subway token.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he said.
something like that.
Subway
Yeah.
tokens don't even exist anymore. Maybe they exist in Philly, but they
I
do
don't,
not.
I don't
exist
even know
in
if that's what he
NYC.
said, but it was funny. I remember.
Our Chuck E. Cheese token. He said something to that effect.
Yeah.
He said
It was-
token.
It was funny. Whatever.
I
it
think
was.
whatever he
Yeah.
said was very funny.
No, I think he's got really good vibes, and he's going in strong. Seems like he's really made a good first impression with a lot of these like one-on-one chats that he's doing right off the bat.
Yeah. I will say at this point, I did notice Sophia was rocking a Grateful Dead shirt. Sophia, I just want to say I'm also on the bus. So I want to know, when did you get on the bus? You know, how do you feel about John Mayer being Dead and Co? I think it's a great choice. I think he's really, doing Jerry proud. I want to know, like, what's
we just lost 2 viewers.
I want to know, like, what's your favorite tape? What's your favorite decade? Are you a Pigpen girl? Are you into Brent? Like, yeah, we should really talk about this.
Oh God. We're not doing a Deadhead podcast, Vince. We're not.
Should I
Oh.
write James' first impressions of people because they were pretty funny?
Yeah. What were some of them?
So he thought Nick is a catfish.
Yeah, like right away. He's
like,
like,
"Yo,
you
it's
got
just
that image
catfish."
off Google Images.
Yeah. He thinks all girls with nose rings are freaks. So Isabella's a freak, and his crazy ass bae is a septum piercing, so he's a freak. And it's funny because he picks Kay first, and she has a nose ring, but I don't think he thought she was a freak.
Yeah, well,
He
hard to
called her a
say.
freak.
Hard to say what he sees as like what his definition of freak is.
Ben, do you think all girls with nose rings are freaks?
No, absolutely not.
My girlfriend has a
think it's
nose
pretty
ring. I'm
normal.
not sure if I would consider her a freak.
No, I've met your girlfriend. I don't think I would consider her a freak either.
I just love
I
that.
would consider you a freak. Just
I am
not
a
her.
freak. I'm a freak. I have a clip-on nose ring.
I think
you know?
everyone who wears
have
a
a clip-on
little
nose ring.
tiny snapback captain sack is a freak.
Why'd you have to give up that it's a snapback? That's private information.
You can
God, I want
edit it
people to
out. You
think
can
it's
edit it out
authentic.
later.
I need people to know that it's authentic.
Just edit it.
Oh, the viewers came back. They knew that the Grateful Dead talk would be over.
They knew I'd try and push it along.
Yeah. He thinks Daniel is 14. He was only a few years off.
What do you think about that take though? Because like he was saying like, I did like his line of, "How are you so young and your shirt is so old?" He's like, I know people older than me that are wearing that stuff.
Yeah.
We've
Daniel's
given
an
Daniel a
old
lot
soul.
of guff for his shirts.
I
but-
did see on Daniel's like Instagram story, he was like, "This is what I do on Saturdays," and he has a bowling team, and he was bowling with like his like mom and his grandma or something.
I
He's
love
in, like, in a lady bowling league. It was awesome.
Daniel's gonna be a star. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
he's gonna be a star. No, but later, James does rate Daniel pretty low because of the age thing, because he thinks someone that's that young is probably immature, and James doesn't think he can vibe with Daniel too much, which I
Yeah.
think is one of the ratings that hurts Daniel pretty bad in that final score.
Yeah, and his impression of Calvin was pretty much
You're so cute, Calvin. You're so hot because you're a chef.
that was basically it. He was basically like, "Damn, those are nice clothes. Damn, he's a chef. Damn, so hot. I can vibe with this guy." Everyone's impression of Calvin is like,
Yeah,
"He's so handsome and he's a chef."
James said he can make me a good sandwich.
There is something so attractive about a private chef.
There really is.
No one cares about a cook, but a chef is what takes over the line. A private
crazy.
chef? A private chef? That is sexy.
I mean, my wife knows I can make a mean bowl of cereal. She really does. So, just saying. What? No reaction to that, Max?
I was trying to do a soundbite and the program crashed. So
Oh, great.
I'm freaking out.
So
I'm
just
freaking out.
just made that real awkward.
Yeah. Dude, I can't make jokes anymore without the soundboard. It's my
Oh,
crutch.
God. You're like Carrot Top
Damn,
now.
Daddy, can I taste it?
Yeah, we're
There
back.
it is. You're like Carrot Top, but with a soundboard.
Yeah. I'm a soundboard comedian. I'm gonna
That's a
start doing
thing
stand
now.
up and
Yeah.
bring my I'm gonna bring my
You
whole
and-
PC with me.
You and Vic Berger and DJ Doug Pound.
Yeah. Hey, that's not bad company to have.
No, they're funny guys.
Wow,
They're
Ben, that's the
awesome.
nicest thing you've ever said to me. Thank
People
you.
who don't know the Tim Heidecker universe are going to be very confused by that reference.
Vic Berger is pretty famous.
Ish, yeah.
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 Okay. Continuing on. So anyway, so James picks K first.
Yeah. Any surprise there? I thought he was going to go either Kay or Calvin based on his first impressions.
what he
of was
said, yeah.
talking. Yeah.
You know, they talk about tequila sunrises a little bit. Do you like tequila sunrises?
I don't know if I've ever had
Oh,
one.
you're not a big cocktail.
actually.
Yeah, it's orange juice and grenadine and tequila. It's a little too sweet for my taste. I'm not a big grenadine and
Interesting.
orange juice guy.
That sounds
Um,
good though, actually. I would
Yeah,
try it.
it's like pretty good. It's a little much for me. I'd rather just do shots of tequila. You know,
Just get it down quick.
get it down. I'm more of a tequila shot guy.
I don't do shots anymore. I
Oh,
don't do that.
no, nice, dude. I just do shots all day. Yeah, they formed a nice thing, and then James K, Isabella, Calvin, and Roxana were the next chat.
Yeah, any surprises there?
Okay, I think every bingo square in our drinking
It's been
game, bingo drinking game, was hit this episode because Calvin was the first person to speak, and Roxana says "real, recognize real" next.
Yep. Yep. No, we've
Uh,
we've gotten pretty much all of them, I think, already.
Yeah, and basically everything else happens this episode. Everything happened in this one episode. So James wants that tea time,
Yeah, I
Which-
like that. I liked how forward he was with that.
which he kind of gets. I mean, so Calvin says that he, he's like, I like Nick
Calvin
and Dan.
stays loyal. Yeah, he doesn't.
Yeah, he says he
uh,
likes Nick and Daniel, but then Kay does assert that she really doesn't
Yeah.
like Nick through that subtext of stuff went off in that game, but she's not really saying exactly what happened. You know, it's like
she plays it smart. Yeah.
I think she's telling to other players, but I think that what James needs to realize is that he's only going to get that information through one-on-ones.
Yeah.
Like, no one wants to like really blow shit up publicly to like, no one wants to be looked at as a narc, you know,
No.
to the new player. So I
Although
think people
it couldn't hurt because just to bring that up because maybe someone will do it.
yeah, no, I know. But I think what he's learned, no, it doesn't hurt to bring it up, but he
Yeah.
shouldn't be like upset about it because
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
not
think
gonna
he
happen.
is. But I think that Kay played it well, and I
Yeah,
think
Sophia like actually cringed when he asked for tea time because she was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna say
yeah,
anything."
you don't want to
Not
like
in the group chat.
Kay played it right, but you don't want to be a narc.
No,
You want to be a narc privately in the circle,
right?
but you want to do it, you know.
Yeah. So
not
the
too narkily.
the next group we get is Jackson, Daniel, and Ashley join in, leaving Nick the odd man out. Last one in the chat. What did you think about that? I think he's just still his first impression is that Nick is a catfish, and so that's why
Yeah.
he's
But
staying far away.
This is really where we just see Rachel make one of the worst catfish moves of all time. And I'm not just saying being on the fence. I'm saying telling a stand-up comedian, I love improv. No, not like a stand-up comedian, telling anyone that you were a fan of improv. Who that does not do improv is a fan of improv. Catfish alert. That, and it just seems like if the band hadn't won, that is a catfish dead in the water. And who wants to keep someone around that loves improv? I mean, keep that to yourself.
Max and I do go hard on people who have been in improv.
Well, I've done improv, but I'm
Look,
ashamed of it.
I've
Ben.
done it too, and the thing is
For years. I did it.
look,
was hell.
Max and I, we met at UCB Theater, and we know a lot of people in the improv scene. Most of them drive us insane.
It's a
Is that
cult
fair
and
to
it
say?
steals your money. Okay, you don't want to support that. You want to support sketch comedy. It's also a cult that steals your money, but it's
Yep.
better.
But hey, she likes I Think You Should Leave. So
No, she has good taste, but
She
you
has
don't want to
great
tell.
taste.
But like you don't want to tell. Like stand-ups hate improv.
stand-ups hate improv people.
Like that's what it is. You don't want to tell a stand-up you like it. And also, he was asking her a fact about himself, and the fact was complimenting him. It seems phony and it's suck up. People don't like that.
yeah, I mean, I think she was being sincere in this moment. Is it for some reason?
Well,
it
it's
just
bad.
backfired. Just because the improv thing.
No, people want a fact about themselves, not a compliment. He wants a fact. Everyone else gave a fact about themselves.
Yeah, she could have added a fact. That's for sure. I don't
You-
think there was anything wrong with saying. she
You can
loves
have a
comedy.
conversation separately where you say that, but everybody wants a fun fact about themselves, not like
Eh,
it's suck uppy.
yeah, I think you're going a little too hard. But...
No. It came off as suck uppy. It did.
I
I'm
mean,
not saying that she was, but
he
it
wasn't
did.
too high on her by the end of that conversation.
Yeah, it just
as
like
I
it
recall.
was. It's just like it's just like a typical like it's just like Rachel's playing the game on the fence, and this just came off as like another kind of like I'm kind of just like
It
I
would
don't
do her a lot of favors to start getting way more aggressive and like really start stating opinions in a.
Well, that's what
stronger
I'm
way.
saying. It's
Yeah.
like we're still like instead of like really giving us something to learn about Jackson, we're
Yeah.
just it's just like giving a fact that relates through a compliment about James instead of like giving us something to learn about Jackson.
Well, right now she does have like 3 people protecting her. She's
Well,
got
that's
like she's
good.
got Nick, Matthew, and Sophia. Having said that, if none of those people are an influencer, she's probably screwed.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
so this is a bad move to not just say like, hey, here's an interesting fact about myself. Like one time I got lost in the woods for 3 days. Like that would have been fucking good.
That's the- She should have said that. One time I got lost in the woods for 3 days. People are like, wow, that's
And had
thanks
to be
for, thanks
fucking
for opening up.
and had to be fucking like evacuated by helicopter and it made the news.
Wow.
Like that would have been better than being like I like improv to a stand up. I'm telling you.
Right.
And then she could be like, that's how I actually got cast on The Circle.
Jeez. It's a great backstory.
Yeah, it's better than just being than just not saying anything.
So Nick comes in last, and this is a really funny moment in the show. The Circle just does him dirty and closes the chat the second that he comes in. It is savage.
Nick just got his neck guillotined right off.
This is the first time Nick has ever been chosen last for something.
Maybe.
His life is perfect. I'm just kidding. No, he's probably everyone's gotten picked last for something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's funny. Does he think? Do you think he thinks James hates him? Do you think he thinks James ended the chat?
It's just funny. No, I think he knows what happened. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
just Circle doing him dirty.
we know what the Circle is like, you know?
Yeah.
You are a dirty girl, Circle.
We all know.
What do you think about the amount of cooking oil Roxana uses?
Okay, she's clearly frying something. I was like, well, Michelle, give her a break. She's about to fry
Buto
something.
went hard on her.
I was like, she's using a lot of cooking oil. I was like, Michelle, have you ever fried something? Clearly not. It's called frying. You have to use a lot of cooking oil, Michelle. Read a cookbook. Jeez. We don't come into your kitchen and criticize you, but maybe I will. If you invite me. I'm not gonna like burglarize.
I'm glad we could get your take on that.
What did you think?
I thought it was fine.
You got me fired up. I'm on fire today, people.
Hey, she knows how to cook breakfast. We know that much already.
She knows how to cook. She was frying something.
There's a lot of cooking in this episode.
Yeah.
Lots of cooking. And James showed us how to make a perfect sandwich by crunching all the chips in his sandwich.
Yo, chips in a sandwich is the way to go. Do you put chips in your sandwiches?
No, I didn't.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Do you think it's weird?
No, I don't think it's weird.
Okay. You
I
should
think
do
it's
it.
chill. Don't tell me how to live my life.
Nick, you have to.
Okay.
Ben,
Right.
I'm not going to
Jesus.
podcast you anymore if you don't put chips. Dude,
I had
Ted
no
Lasso,
idea you felt this
Lasso would
way.
want you to.
All right, with crossover with the sports show.
This isn't crossover, dude. Everybody knows Ted Lasso.
Who are we? Netflix doing crossover between our podcasts?
What? Ted Lasso. Okay.
Talk about this private chat between Isabella and Nick.
I like this because they Michelle set this up as it was going to be like another flirt fest, which I thought could be funny, but it was like an awesome strategy fest instead.
Yeah, Michelle Buteau, you mean?
What did I
Right.
say?
You said Michelle. I just, for the viewers, because there have been two other Michelles kind of already in the show.
Yeah, there's only one Michelle left.
No, I know, but it might
Well,
sound.
and we were
confusing. I'm
just talking
clarifying.
about
I know.
Michelle.
I'm just
Buteau.
clarifying. I'm just
Okay.
clarifying.
Thank you.
Yeah, Isabella did her best, or Sophia did her best to flirt with Nick once again. Hot tub could be a lot better with Daddy Nick in there with me, which he immediately was like, yeah, hell yeah,
Yeah, I can't go in there because you made it too hot. I was like, what?
it's
Did you
burning
pee?
my toes.
Did she pee in it? Like, why is it too hot? Like, what happened? Why is it too hot? What did
I
you
think
do?
he was saying because she's hot, Max.
You have a fever?
Yeah, she has.
What's
COVID.
going on? I didn't understand. We have to shut down the circle. We actually will not have another week of the circle. We forgot to tell you guys. It's not funny,
So-
Ben.
So Nick tries. Yeah, COVID is not funny. Okay, Sophia tries to fill him in on what he missed in those chats with James,
And he's just like,
And-
oh, you're filling me in. All right. Okay, all right. I'm
Woo!
getting filled in.
Woo!
Woo! We're not, Ben, I don't think
No,
we
we're
need
not
that
gonna do
soundbite anymore. We're just
No,
gonna have
we
you
can
do
just
it.
do it ourselves.
I'm gonna get a
Yeah.
soundbite of you going, oh.
Oh, please don't.
Winky, winky.
So basically she's like, oh, Calvin had nice words for you. What a big fucking surprise. And then Kay does say shots were fired last night, but sort of beat around the bush with that. So Sophia was pretty completely honest with Nick here with revealing what Calvin and Kay had said and any mention of Nick in this chat, which I thought was a good call because you want to keep making sure that Nick is going to rate you number one, which he didn't, but still he rated her high.
I liked learning here that Sophia is like really onto Kay. Like
Mhm.
Sophia is so exactly locked onto Kay, like totally knows her strategy, like totally breaks down exactly what she's doing, knows she needs to target her. And I think by knowing this, Sophia was able to prevent Kay from getting
Yeah.
into influencer spot. Like we
This-
knew that they were all kind of aware of Kay, but I think this is where Sophia like had that total eureka moment to totally lock in.
You're not playing a good game right now if you're not probably targeting people like Calvin and Kay who have been dominating this game so far.
Yeah.
And that's what Sophia and Matthew, I think, are doing so well in this episode. They have a fundamental understanding of who the biggest threats are in the game.
Exactly.
Yep.
And it was nice to see them get on the same page and just like they already had solidified their alliance, but they solidified their alliance like with strategy on the same page and like who they were going to target and
Yeah.
like what their philosophy is.
Yep. No, this was a great conversation.
It was beautiful.
And Nick,
I liked how they made it about like
let's give Nick some credit too, because we make fun of the flirting thing all the time. But
yeah,
Nick
the
is-
flirting thing
Nick
worked.
is getting his numbers together. I think he's playing a very aware game,
And-
he's doing really well these last
And
two
he
episodes
didn't double
especially.
dip. He made sure he was just flirting with Isabel. He broke things off with Ashley.
As our friend Alex Lake had
although-
said on our podcast, Alex made that mistake in season 1, and that's what got him voted out. Was he was flirting with 2 people? Should have just been flirting with 1.
Although, Matt is still in love with Daddy Nick.
Well, of course.
So Ashley is still interested in Nick, even though Nick has tried to friend zone her. So Nick is really playing it well.
He is. Yeah, I think
He's made it very clear that Isabel is number 1, but Matt is like, I still want to flirt with Nick. I don't care.
Matthew and Sophia really, there was no discussion about potentially evicting Nick ever in their influencer chat later.
Yes.
Like they both have his back all the way. So yeah, he's playing it right.
I like how they made it about destiny.
Yeah,
That's what they said. I don't believe
I
that
know,
coincidence exists. We are here for a reason. I mean,
it's beautiful.
it's like why we're here. That's what I said at the beginning of the podcast, man.
That is why we're here.
That's why we're here, Destiny. So when this
Yeah.
conversation is over, I mean, we get a fucking circle alert for the ages.
It's like a shot of adrenaline right into my booty.
Is that what you felt?
No, it was more like what I felt was like my heart pounding out of my ass. It was more what I felt.
Oh, that's what you. I felt it into my dick.
That's not a soundbite.
I guess we'll have to make it.
Heart is pounding out of my butthole.
Oh, it was butthole. I'm sorry.
Butthole.
I should have got more specific.
Matt is obsessed with this stuff.
It's like a shot of adrenaline right into my booty.
How are we going to choose between those two now? I don't know.
We're gonna have to just play both of them.
Yeah, every single time.
Oh my god, we've hit
Hey,
70
us
sound
doubling,
bites.
us
How
doubling
many?
down
We're
on
gonna have to do
sound
an
bites, I don't
under.
believe
We're gonna
it.
have to do like a betting pool for how many sound bites we're gonna hit by the end of the season.
I mean, we're on track for 150. We're definitely on track for it.
Oh man.
Should we go over some of these ratings?
Yeah. So should we go in order, or what should we do?
Yeah, I mean, any surprises? I didn't see too many. I think Nick
Ranked
still
Isabella
rated,
number 2.
which I'm guessing he did Calvin 1. I have to assume.
But so yeah.
Yeah, because he's not going to rate Ashley 1, and those are his 3 closest. I think. I think.
Yeah,
he
I
put
guess so
Calvin 1.
because I think so because Calvin came in at number 5.
Yeah,
so
so
maybe
he probably
Nick-
got boosted up a little bit by Nick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and Calvin rating K1, K rating Calvin 1. There's no surprises there. Daniel rating Roxana 1. Do you think she rated Daniel 1? I don't think
No.
so. I don't even know if she rated him in top 3. Poor Daniel.
No, definitely not with how he came in.
No.
I
I think Daniel's barking up the wrong tree with that one. I really do.
I don't think Daniel, when we know Daniel's not in a position at all, Daniel's not in a real alliance. The Wolfpack
I
is not Calvin or Nick's number 1 alliance. It's definitely a side alliance. Roxana's not a real alliance, and Daniel
He needs
even
to start.
says
He needs to start
during the
branching
rankings,
out.
he's like, "Is there a big alliance that I'm not aware of?" Yeah, there's
Yeah.
2.
And we'll talk about that a little bit more in the influencer chat too.
Faux
because
show.
Sophia
I mean, we got a
and
lot
Matthew,
to talk about.
they
A
touch on
lot.
that. Yeah, they do.
A lot.
So, and I don't think any surprise. Sophia rating K last.
More people should have done that shit. But it
Yeah,
didn't
K
matter.
still got 3rd, which means everybody else must have rated her super high.
Some people.
I
yeah,
think James got to rate, so he probably. I'm gonna guess he gave K 1 since he brought her into his chat first. I'm gonna guess she
Yeah.
got the 1 slot.
Roxana rates Isabella 5th. I
Yeah.
was surprised at Matt about Roxana coming in low. Matt, yeah,
I was too. I thought she was tight with a lot of people. And I don't think we only saw one Roxana. No, we saw 2. We saw Daniel rating Roxana 1, and then we saw Ashley rating Roxana 4. So he put her right in the middle.
Yeah.
So maybe she's just getting put in the middle by everybody.
Well, the ratings came in next, so should we just get down to the ratings
let's
and
do
break
it.
them down as they came in?
We got Jackson at 8th.
And Daniel had something to say about this, so
Okay.
let's play this.
No one trusts his ass. Yeah. Oh.
I have to play it again because this is Daniel the whole time. Ben, you have to listen to this again.
No one trusts his ass. Yeah. Oh.
We need a shortened version of that with just the yeah. Oh,
I can't believe you didn't tell me to click there's a soundbite, man.
I forgot
was
that
like,
one.
I can't
I
believe
missed that one.
I
Yeah.
was like, I'm the only one that wants this.
That one goes
Yeah,
hand in that one
yeah.
goes hand in hand
Oh.
with ooh. Ooh.
Is he the Kool-Aid man?
It's almost like an alter ego for him. He steps into this
I was like, is that
wrestler. He's like a
Daniel?
WWE wrestler all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's Hulk Hogan.
No, I mean, I guess the three people that are tight with Jackson still maybe rated them third or fourth, and that's why Jackson fell so low.
Yeah, because everyone else just rated him last because they don't trust him.
Yeah, everyone rated him last except for I'm guessing Nick and Isabella and Ashley, and I'm guessing that those guys rated him like 3 or lower,
Yeah, I mean,
probably.
you
yeah.
you can't play the game that way. Smelling like a catfish.
Yeah, but it worked out. So we get Daniel at 7th, which is heartbreaking.
I mean, it's
It's
heartbreaking, but
heartbreaking.
dude, you can't. I mean, like,
Daniel just doesn't have his finger on the pulse of the game right now. He's I think he did at the beginning, but I think things have gotten really complicated really quick in terms
he's
of how many
not
alliances
making.
there are.
I mean, alliances are happening, and he's not a
In
part
them.
of them.
Yeah.
You gotta get in those group chats. You
And
gotta
that Breakfast Club alliance is not as strong
you're not
as
getting-
what people think.
if you're not getting brought in, if alliances are forming, all right, okay. If you aren't, if you're deep in this game and you're not in an alliance, you have to try to make an alliance.
Yeah.
Like you need to start the group chats if you can.
Yeah.
By
it
the
seems-
way-
and I think
Yeah. Oh.
Just made that, so
Awesome.
we're good.
I think he's got to reach out to some of these newer players. He's got to reach out to Isabella more. He's got to reach out to James more, probably
Well,
from this point on. Yeah, I mean it's tough, but
James ranked him down low because he thinks he's too immature, even though he doesn't know him.
yeah. Well, it's the
Wow.
first episode with James in, so we'll see what happens. But
Yeah, I'm really not one to talk. I make
he's
first impressions. of
he's
people
Daniel's
really
got to
quick.
reach out to some of these other newbies that came in recently.
Yeah.
He has to get close with Jackson, get close
Yeah.
with Isabella.
Yeah, try to get in
Yeah.
the band, but he doesn't know about it. But I thought it was good that after he's like, there's he was like, oh my god, like there's he's smart, like he's very smart. He's like, there's an alliance. He was like, there's alliances going on.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't like, oh my god, like I'm fucking up. He was like, I'm fucking up because there are alliances going on. You know?
Maybe this is the kick in the pants that he needed to start reaching out. and
Well,
getting
this is the point where,
involved with
dude,
shit.
you
Yeah.
got to find out how to swim, or you're gonna sink. That's it. That's
take
it.
it from the captain himself. folks.
You got to get on the party boat.
Let's
or
talk
you're
about
gonna
Rex.
drown.
Let's talk about Rexana coming in 6th. That was a
Sixth
surprise.
isn't cute at all.
It's not
Oh,
cute
it's
at
not
all.
Cute at all. No,
Sixth isn't cute at all.
it's not. Not for Roxana,
Not.
because I thought she was pretty connected in this.
She
game.
was an influencer last time, but you know what?
Yeah.
She's
The
only
band.
one
She's not in the band.
alliance,
She's
and
not in
she's
the
not
band.
in the band, and that's 4 people, and
She's not
that's
the band. She's not in the wolf
that's
pack.
half of the people there.
Yeah. Yep.
And maybe yeah, I think Daniel is the only person to rate her high.
I know she needs to start rating Daniel high because Daniel's
And-
got her back.
But like, I guess Kay didn't rate her that high.
Must not have. Which
And I
you would
don't
have assumed
think-
that she would have.
So the band doesn't care about her, and the band knows. So the band rated her low, but
Yeah.
no, but Ashley would have rated Roxana high. So that's interesting. But the rest of the band rated her low because they know that she's tight with Kay.
Yeah. Again, I think the people who were close to her may have given her like a 4th, 3 or 4.
But it's very interesting that she came below Calvin.
Yeah.
But Calvin has the wolf pack.
Well, Calvin also has Kay giving him number 1 and Nick giving him number 1. So that's 2 number 1s. That'll boost you up pretty
But
decently.
Roxana got 1 number 1.
Yeah.
Dude, this shit makes my brain hurt sometimes, man.
It's a crazy, it's a crazy ranking.
When
It
you
really
don't get the
is.
information. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
How did this happen?
Yeah. We're just like trying to break it down, and it's like we just don't have the information. We just don't. We need a math guy in here.
Yeah.
Anyone know a math guy?
I did think Nick would get higher. I'm guessing Kay just probably
'cause
rated him
people are
super
just like,
low.
we like Kay.
Yeah.
We like her.
I'm surprised she's getting up there so high with everybody blatantly saying out loud that she's
I
threat.
dude,
it's wild.
yeah.
Yeah. And we get Isabella and Ashley, our newbies. Well, no, one newbie and then Ashley at the top.
Okay, this is funny because we were talking about how like maybe Ashley would get screwed by like playing both sides too much, but no, she won because she's into alliances and not taking a side. So she should just play both. But now with whatever happens, she's basically choosing an alliance. But she got to this position because she's into alliances.
Yeah.
So I was like, wait.
Well, and likewise, Kay's in a lot of alliances too, and she got third. So it's a system that works. It really is.
It is. But this is because Ashley is in two huge alliances.
Yeah.
She's in an alliance, 2 alliances, 1 of 4, 1 of 3. That's 7 people.
Yeah. Yep.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And
Ashley, aka Matthew, is playing a really good game.
And then Isabella's playing a really good game too.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize, like, I knew Matthew was strategic, but it wasn't really until we got to the influencer chat that I knew the true extent that when he got in there, and we'll get to it, like how he would really be willing to like break it down and get strategic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let's get to it. I'm ready
right
to talk
before we
about
get to it, Matt had something really great to say.
And that, my friends, is how a lesbian takes over the world.
And even if he wasn't talking about himself, he could have been talking about Sophia. So
Exactly.
it works. That, my friend, is true.
It all worked out.
It all worked out.
Oh boy.
Now I feel like I'm living my circle dream.
Beautiful.
So much good shit, this one. This was Ashley's episode for sure.
It really was. Yeah. Let's talk about that influencer chat. Let's get into it.
Okay, so at the beginning, Ashley is like, I'm gonna let Isabella like run this, and I'll just kind of like play the fence, and But then Matt just like goes super strategically and is like, no, it's
because they're vibing, dude. They're vibing.
But it's just so funny because he's like, no, I'm just gonna let her, and then he just vibes, and he like really like stands up for what he believes in.
It's like that scene from Step Brothers. Did we just become best friends?
Yeah.
Yes. I think they did.
I've never seen an influencer chat that was so strategy based.
Yeah, and strategy.
Open and strategy based. Like no one is like, we made connections and I think they have a really good heart. And I like talking about going on the swing set at the park with them after dark.
On the swing set at the
you know
park
what I'm talking about? Like I like talking about cooking with them. It's like, oh, I don't care.
Max, do you go to the swing set at the park often?
You know what I'm talking about. Like when they get to like,
Is this
it's
what
fine.
You do at nighttime, Max?
Like they talk in metaphors instead of talking about like they're a strategic threat. Like we should get like this is a big move.
It's awesome. I love what's forming here between Matthew and Sophia. I think it's great. Yeah. So they start off with Nick.
Daddy Nick.
They both love him. They both trust him.
Ashley calls him cutie pie.
Mm-hmm. And Sophia says that he's a top 3 for her in terms of trust in this game. They don't hold back. So Nick is safe.
Daddy Nick is safe. And Jackson is very lucky because these are 2 of the 3 people that are okay with him.
Yeah.
Daniel is also lucky, and actually I think they're very smart on this. They say if they saved him, he would be on their side.
Yeah.
That's so smart. And
Mhm. and I think that's a safe bet too, considering Daniel isn't really too connected and he's looking for help. Like he's looking for a lifeline right now, you know?
yeah, and I think it's very
A
interesting.
lifeboat, I should say, to the captain.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thanks, matey. He thinks this is actually also good for Daniel. They don't think he is playing the game, but
Yeah.
he is. They say we don't think he's
Interesting.
playing the game. Also, I noticed. So
Have they seen his wall?
Sophia refers to him as a goat that she can just drag around. For those of you who don't watch
Yeah, wow.
Survivor, goat is a term for someone that people think they can drag
Yeah.
to the end to final tribal council that they think that anyone can win against. So I wonder if
I was
Sophia
picking up Survivor vibes.
is a
from Sophia
fan
here.
of Survivor,
I think
which
she
is a
is.
highly strategic game, especially at this point in like the 41st season. So I wonder if she's a fan
Probably
of
the
Survivor.
most strategic reality
wouldn't-
show, I would
It's
say.
the most strategic show, definitely. I wouldn't be surprised if her and Matt were both fans.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. They're
when
talking like they're Survivor contestants. I can tell you that.
When I heard
Yeah.
the word goat, I was like, Survivor. Anyway, Roxana.
We skipped Jackson too. We
said Jackson.
Did we say Jackson? Yeah,
We said
just
he's
that they
safe
both
because
like-
2 of the 3 people that are okay with him.
right. Yeah. Mhm.
We get to
We said that
Roxana.
earlier in the episode, I think. Yeah.
No, we said that. I said
Oh,
that
did we
right
just say
before we
it
got
now?
to
Okay.
Daniel. I
All right,
promise.
we'll move on.
Oh, do you want to talk about him again?
No, but you seem to want to loom on.
No, you.
I just said let's move on, and you said, "Do you want to talk about him again?"
Yeah, I know. I was mocking you.
So, now you're the one dragging your feet, buddy.
So Jackson. So Roxana.
Yeah.
Sophia, what do you think about this Roxana deal?
Sophia thinks Roxana is close with Kay, and that's why she's sort of throwing out Roxana's name. Although I think in her mind right now, she's also thinking Calvin, because I don't think Roxana's the number one threat when it comes
Yeah,
to
this was
like,
weird. Who cares
disarming
about
Kay.
Roxana? She's so harmless.
yeah,
This was weird because, like, the
unless she's an
target-
influencer, in which she could cut you in 2 seconds.
Yeah, but like it's random. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
that's. But I like how I like how Matt's like, yeah, like she's kind of like not like let's focus on the bad guys. But then Roxana just is, but then I like how Roxana just rolls into K. Like we don't even get like a separate K conversation. It's just
No, we
like,
don't.
but I
Yep.
don't really care about Roxana. Let's get into K, and then that turns into Calvin,
Right.
and it's kind of like.
And Matthew really protecting his own interests here, because he is in one of those alliances with Kay. And so he's like, look, I agree, Kay and Calvin, biggest threats in the game right now. Having said that, I do have an alliance with Kay. She will rate me a little bit higher. I got to go for Calvin, though. But I still think Kay's going to rate him lower now in the future because he got out Calvin.
Yeah, if you attack if you cut Calvin, Kay's gonna be mad at you.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And if
But she also, like, that's it's going to be a tough position for her going forward, no matter what, if Calvin goes. But having said that, yeah, it's a difficult position.
I just think you take out Kay.
The best player.
Yeah, you take out the best player. Kay is strategically stronger than Calvin. Kay is scarier than Calvin. If you take out Kay, you're going to weaken Calvin. Calvin has been way low for 2 consecutive rankings. Kay has been up there. Like
Yeah.
Calvin could just stay down there. Kay, she could be in the influencer spot next time and fuck over you guys. Take her out.
Yeah.
But I think Matthew thinks he can potentially play both alliances next time. You're not gonna be able to do that again. Just stay with the band. They're a bigger alliance.
I can definitely see where Matthew's coming with, though, or coming from, just because it's like, yeah, I'm not going to vote someone out that might still keep rating me high. That is like the bare bones of the game, is keep people around that are going to rate you high every time, because I want to be in the influencer position every time, if possible.
But I just think no matter what he does, it's like that's gonna change.
Look, I think even still, if they go Calvin over Kay, like that's still not a bad move. Like you're still getting out one of the best players in the game.
Yeah, it's not a bad move. But
And a guy
just,
like Calvin can easily move his way up in the ranks. And James doesn't seem to hate Calvin. He could maybe pull in James as a number. Calvin can work some magic. Like he really can. Like I wouldn't trust Calvin in the game for much longer before he gets back up to the top.
either way is a good move, but
Yeah.
I just think Kay is a lot scarier to me.
She's a really, really good player.
Calvin doesn't come out going CCCF, okay? I mean, they don't know that.
He doesn't CCCF anybody.
No, I mean, it's just so obvious that Kay like builds these crazy strong relationships. Like, I mean, Kay is, everyone knows, everyone's like, wow, Kay's really strategic, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's wild.
So who do you think they're going for then?
I think they're going to look for Calvin based on what they said.
Seems like it. Seems like Matthew was really like pressing for it, whereas I do think Sophia was pressing for Kay, but didn't really feel like it was worth it enough to fight for that.
But but like what they said in circle chat didn't make any sense. I was like, are they just gonna get out Jackson? But they're definitely not going to. I mean, I guess you could, but like Calvin does have relationships, but based on what they said, I mean, that could not apply to Kay. So I guess it has to apply to Calvin.
Yep.
So, I mean, in the words of Daniel,
somebody's looking up a soundbite.
Fuck Calvin. Gotta give him the boot. I hate him.
I guess that's how Matthew feels. I guess that's how Matthew feels.
So.
Hey, I didn't say it.
Well,
Matthew
should we
did.
should
That
we
was
go
Matthew in the
should we
soundbite,
go
right?
watch Calvin assumedly get booted and then come back and talk about it again?
I guess.
Yeah. Should we do another episode? We're gonna do one.
Why not?
We're doing two. It's a twofer, everybody.
It's a twofer. It's a twofer, baby.
Join us in about an hour and 15 minutes. We'll be
Why
back.
not?
Yeah, hour and 15. We'll be
Why
back.
not?
We'll talk about the next episode. Should
Thank
be
you.
good.
Thank
We'll
you,
still be wearing
everyone.
these shirts, so don't worry.
Thank you everyone for joining us live. Thank you everyone for joining us not live on video, on audio. Follow us on social at Circle Alert on Instagram, at Circle_Alert on Twitter. Hit us up in those DMs like Nick. Say hello, tweet at us, follow us, subscribe. Give us ratings if you like us.
5 stars.
If you don't like us,
If you
give
don't
us
like
5
us,
stars
just-
and shit. It helps. We know you like us, but we need your help. Help us. Come on. Give us 5 stars. Say that you like us. Comment. Say, this is the best podcast ever. Like, we need it. We do this for free. We do not ask for money or anything. So please, ratings. It would be sick. Thank you so much. We love listeners. We love everything. Thank you guys. You're the best.
Love you.
Love you. All right. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.
Now I feel like I'm living my circle dream.